Alright, Shalom Alkim, this is your brother Barak. Come back here, another one to be sparing proud of Yahawashi. First and foremost, I think all praises, honor, and glory be unto the Father and His Son, Yahawashi. Double ourselves an apostle. It's an apostle with a great millstone, rule in the time in His truth, and a sincere citation beyond to the brethren, pushing His word through truth and sincerity, risk life, and to do so. Alright, and the brother Barak, come back here, another one through the spirit of Yahawashi. And through the spirit, man, we're just gonna give a little update on what's going on with these nations, man. Okay, and the things that are currently taking place. You know, and we can pretty much say that it's approaching that time, man, where you know there's been times like this a little bit before, but as we've progressed in this kingdom and as we've progressed year by year, it's a clear sign and very telling what's going on here. All right. You know, and these nations are really roused up, man. For the past couple of years, they've been talking about war. Obviously, we've made plenty of videos on it, and not only that, they're talking about drafts. They're talking about invading certain countries or lands. Okay, and you know, it's telling what's happening, man. Okay, all right, and what's happening is basically prophecy is taking place, guys. All right, we're at the end, man, and we're running out of time. Okay, we're running out of time in the sense of this place. This place is definitely running out of time. All right, all right, we're at the end, man. All right, I believe and can confidently say. All right, and you guys are probably gonna say, "Oh, well, you said that last year." We never gave no clear indicator or date, man. We just keep saying we're at the end because these are the signs to show that we are at the end. All right, and these nations are at peak. All right, peak power, peak technology, peak army. They're all training a day in and day out. Um, they literally say they're ready at all times. All these nations, they literally said they're ready. Okay, they're ready to invade one another. Uh, you know, the whole nine, man. Okay, so I'm gonna read you guys this article. All right, I'm gonna read you guys this article. Okay, and bring out some scriptures as well, man. I hope you guys are edified. All right, so it says, top Putin aide warns that many nations are ready to supply Iran with their nuclear warheads. Okay, all right. So what do we just say, man? These nations are staying ready, man. Okay, this is not gonna be no neutral war. Okay, this is not gonna be, oh, I'm gonna sit over here while y'all all fight. Okay, nations are gonna get involved. Okay, Germany, um, Pakistan, China, all these nations, man, all of them, they're all ready. Okay, they're all geared up. Okay, just like the scriptures tell you. Okay, and look what they're saying. They're gonna give Iran nuclear aid. Okay, what do you think that's gonna do, guys? Okay, all right, what do you think that's gonna do? All right, it says Dmitry Medvedev, former Russian president, currently deputy chairman of Russia's Security Council, issued a provocative statement claiming that a number of countries are ready to directly supply Iran with their own nuclear warheads. Okay? Slovakia. It says this alarming assertion came in the wake of the U.S. airstrikes targeting three key Iranian nuclear facilities: for for Fordow, Natanz, and Isfahan. I don't know how to pronounce those. All right. This is ordered by President Donald Trump. Okay. So again, war acts, guys. Okay. And through the spirit, we've been breaking this down for actually the past couple of weeks because we've been going into the World War III. Okay. All right. We says first, it starts economically. Okay. Which all economic states of all these nations are in shambles. Everyone's in debt. Okay. Everyone. Okay. Everyone is jobless. You see it, man. Okay, you see it. Simple eye test. Okay, you know what's going on, guys. First, it starts with the economies. Okay, all right. What do you have? Tariffs as well. Okay, right. You have high immigrations all over the place in all these countries. Okay, all right. And then now you're gonna have it on a physical aspect, guys. Okay, it's gonna be on a physical aspect. It's gonna be bombing. Okay, killing. the whole nine, guys. All right, this is how wars start. And whether you guys want to say, "Oh, World War III is to reset," and da da da, it's gonna take place because it's prophecy. The Book of Revelation speaks of it. Okay, the Book of Revelation speaks of it. The whole Bible speaks of it, man. Okay, so as you can see there, guys, an attack from President Trump. Okay, because Trump and America are going to back up Israel. Okay, they fund Israel and they're gonna back up Israel, guys. Okay, let's grab a scripture. Okay, because people think this is a joke. They think that oh, this is gonna brush over. No, man. All right, this is Joel chapter 3 and verse 9. Okay, and this is all prophecy, by the way. Okay, Magog and Gog. Okay, with Russia, you're probably gonna have Turkey come up in here very soon. Okay, Ammon, Moab are already in there. Elam are in there, and I'm naming the biblical nation names for these nations. Okay, the scriptures already told us that this was going to occur. Okay, and look where they're all gonna go down to the Valley of Joseph. I broke that down in the last World War III sit down. Okay, all right, because the Valley of Joseph is in the Middle East. Okay, Iran and Israel are both fighting. They're both in the Middle East, guys. Okay, so all these nations are going to go down there to the Middle East to fight. Okay, that's literally what's going to end up happening. Okay, it says, proclaim ye among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Okay, so all the mighty men. Okay, and the mighty men are referring to the young men, guys. Okay, because it's not no mighty old men. Okay, all right, even though the old veterans, they're gonna get drafted too. Okay, but the young men or the mighty men, okay, all right, are those young men. Okay, and what is the literally the joke of the month, guys? Okay, it's the what is it called? Men ages 18 to 25 being drafted, guys. That is literally the meme or the joke of the month. If you go on Instagram, if you go on TikTok, okay, if you're familiar with those apps, there's literally countless people joking about it. Okay, all right, but what do they say? They say to every joke there's a little bit of truth, and that is the truth. Okay, so those mighty men are those young men, guys. They're going to draw near for battle because they're going to be drafted into war. Verse 10, it says, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Okay? All these little nations that you guys think can't fight, they're going to join the fight. Okay? All those African nations, all those Asiatic nations, okay? All right, all those little European nations like Italy, Portugal, Spain, they're going to join the fight, guys. All of them. Everyone is going to be in this world war. Okay? It's not going to be some small world war, okay, where 2 or 3 or 4 nations are fighting against you. No, it's going to be everybody, guys. This is going to be the end all be all, guys. Everybody is at plentiful or peak power. Everybody has tanks now. Everybody has nuclear warheads now. And if they don't, they're going to go to their allied nation, and their allied nation is going to give them that. Okay? We are at peak right now. Okay? The Lord has built all these nations up, built up all their pride, built up all their military capabilities, built up all their technology capabilities. Okay? This is not for no reason. This is not no joke, guys. This is the real deal. And this is slowly going to start to escalate even more. Okay? They're literally bombing nuclear facilities. They're killing scientists and military generals. Those are acts of war, guys. Okay? It says, into spirits, let the weak say I'm strong. Okay? Right? So let's continue a bit. Let's jump down actually. It says the US strikes described by Trump as a spectacular military success were part of a coordinated assault involving over 125 military aircraft, including B-12 or B-2 Slovakia stealth bombers and the development bunker buster bombs of a Tomahawk missiles. The operation aimed to cripple Iran's nuclear program. There you go, get right there, guys. Okay, they were bombing those nuclear facilities. Nuclear facilities control power to the country, and they make weapons in there and all sorts of stuff, man. Okay, It says, however, Medvedev contested the effectiveness of the strikes, asserting that critical infrastructure, a nuclear fuel cycle appears to have been unaffected and sustained only minor damage. He further argued that the attacks have politically strengthened Iran's regime, relying on its population around its leadership. And I believe there's actually another article talking about how Iran went into complete darkness. They don't even have internet access or power in the country. I don't know if it came back up, but that's what I was reading about as well. Okay. Um, it says Iran's foreign minister Abbas Arkashi uh, condemned the U.S. actions as a gross violation of international law. Okay, there you go, bombing people. Hey, man, we're at the end, man. Okay, we are at the end. Okay, I told you guys through the spirit, this is an act of war. Okay, first we started with all these tariffs and stuff, and now look what's going to happen. Okay, now they're physically going to start harming people. Matthew chapter 24 and verse 6, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, okay? Which already, there is currently wars going on, guys. There's Russia and Ukraine, there's China and Taiwan, okay? Israel and Palestine, Israel and Iran, okay? These are literally current wars that are going on, and they're going to manifest into something way bigger than anybody could ever imagine. It says, see that ye be not troubled, okay? So the men that know what's going on, the men that know the prophecies, okay, through the spirit, okay, we know not to be troubled. We know what's to come. We're not going to be in the dark of what's going on. We're not going to be scared, nothing, okay? We're not moved by this, guys, because we know that this was supposed to come from years ago, okay? For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So the end is not yet, clearly, okay, because Yahawashi has not came back yet, all right? So we obviously know we're still at the end, but Yahawashi still has not come back yet. Okay, once Yahawashi comes back, that's when we know everything has been fulfilled. Okay, all right. Yahawashi will come back during World War III. While these nations are getting ready to boom, 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 you know, boom, boom, boom each other. Okay, all right. Yahawashi will come back in the midst of that, guys. Okay, all right. So as you can see, all right. There's no reason to really read a lot more, but you guys can clearly see. Okay, jumped out a little bit right here. We read this one. It says, while he did not just identify specific countries, he remarks suggest potential shift in global nuclear dynamics. Okay, it says with a rogue or sympathetic states possibly willing to escalate the conflict by arming Iran. Hey, man, this is crazy. All right, so they're gonna arm these countries, guys. As you can see there, everyone's gonna join the fight because everyone is an ally to somebody. That's what a lot of people don't understand. Okay, other countries get dragged into war all the time because that's literally what they go to those meetings and those summits for. If we get into war, or if a country tries to, put us in a corner, you have to help us. You have to aid us. You have to take in some of our people. That's what these people argue about, man. Okay, and through the spirit, I'm gonna say it again. Edomite politics, guys. This is all Edomite politics. Okay, that new world, that new war, Salakia, that new world that they want with the Karagma. Okay, you already know. We already went into that last week through the spirit at camp. Okay, Edomite politics, man. Edomite politics. Revelation chapter 18, verse 10 is standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, that great city, Babylon, that mighty city, for 1 hour in thy judgment come. It's only going to take 1 hour to destroy a whole country, guys. That's all it's going to take. Okay? And this is talking about America, by the way. Okay? That's what I was just speaking about through the spirit. Okay, this is the end all be all, guys. It's gonna take 1 hour, and there's actually a video. I'm gonna see if I can re-find it. Okay, but there's a video of a woman breaking down how much minutes it takes for a warhead to hit America. It only takes about 26 to 30 minutes, guys. Okay, so imagine everyone launched that at the same time. It's only gonna, yo, man. Man, and she was breaking down the radius on how much a warhead can cover, the radius as in how much warhead can destroy, like a city wise. Okay, city radius wise. Okay, we're at the end, guys. This is it. Okay, we're at the end. Okay, these nations are ready. They say it all the time. Hey, if you attack this country, we ready. All right. If America wants to take it there, we ready. You see what they say in their press conferences. Russia, China, Pakistan, all of them. You see what they be saying. All these nations are backing each other up, man, against America. All right. Obviously, America has NATO, but we know through the scriptures in the Book of Revelations how it speaks about the dragon, okay, which is NATO, okay, are gonna turn their backs on America. Even Israel's gonna turn their back on America, guys. Okay. So with that, man, let me give all praise, honor, glory be unto Heavenly Father and His Son, Yahawah Shem Yoshai. All praise, honor, glory be unto Heavenly Father and His Son, Yahawah Shem Yoshai. Double honor, cells, and apostle of the great millstone, rule of time, this truth, and a sincere citation. Until next time, I'm going to say Shalom.